Hello. Hi. How you doing? Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Ahdurin region. I'm your host, Ahdurin himself, and it is back with the Ace Attorney, Episode 2. We're starting off immediately where we left off with the witness account. We're going to cross-examine the witness. If you have not seen the first episode of this, you should go check the playlist or recent videos, or just, backwards. Probably you'll see it somewhere. In case you're wondering, I have played through this game before. Yes, it is on the channel. This is the trilogy version, so there are some differences between the two, like updated and fixing grammar and stuff like that. And two, I felt like it had been such a long time since I had played through that I just kind of left that one unfinished, and I'm restarting it here. If you'd like to check out that one, you can. There's a playlist on the channel. I'm not going to delete that because there are some maybe jokes that are funny in that. I don't know. Anyway, let's just get started. I was going door to door selling subscriptions when I saw a man fleeing the apartment. So I am the type of person to go through and talk to every. For example, if you think about a Pokemon game, I'm the person that will go to every single person, talk to every single person. If you're not a fan of that style, I apologize. That's just how I like to play through games. I like to 100% it, or attempt to 100% on the first go. So you'll notice me pressing a lot. For example. Plus, I just like hearing hold it. Isn't a man leaving an apartment a common sight? I find it odd you would take notice of him. I don't know. He just seemed strange to me, that's all. Like he was mad, and yet frightened at the same time. Just like a criminal fleeing the scene of a crime? Oh, come on. The defense requests that the witness refrains from conjecture. Of course. What the witness means is that the man he saw looked suspicious. So, what happened next? I thought he must be in a hurry because he left the door half open behind him. Half open, you say? Yes, the door was half open, yeah. I watched for a moment, but no one came to close the door. That's odd in a big city like this, I thought. I see, and then what happened next? Thinking it strange, I looked into the apartment. Okay, well. What gave you the idea to do that? Well, the door was half open, you see. Isn't it only human to want to peek inside? We climb mountains because they are there. We go through oceans because they are there. We go through, cornfields because they are there. I don't know. It's the same thing. Truer words have never been spoken. Anyone will look inside. No, would you? Isn't that a criminal thing to do? Why did Payne cut him off so quickly? So you looked inside the apartment. What happened then? Then I saw her lying there, a woman not moving, dead. Excuse me. Are you sure she was dead? Well, no, I guess I wasn't. But she wasn't moving at all, and there was blood everywhere, but 2 and 2 together equals probably like dead. Huh. I guess that would look fatal to anyone. Very well. What happened next? I quelled and frightened, found myself unable to go inside. So you didn't touch anything in the apartment? Yes. I mean, no, nothing. Okay. What happened next? I thought to call the police immediately. Wait a minute. You thought to call the police? Does that mean you didn't actually call them, even though I already know the answer to this? Please, listen to the rest of the testimony. You thought to call the police. What happened next? However, the phone in her apartment wasn't working. The phone in her apartment wasn't working? Yes, I mean, no, yes, no, maybe so? But you said you didn't go into the apartment, or did you? Oh, that, I can explain that. There was a cordless phone on the shelf in the entranceway. I reached inside and tried using that to call. And that phone wasn't working, correct? What happened next? I went to a nearby public park, and I found a public phone. One of those things that you see in Doctor Who. I don't know what they're called, but they have a phone in them, and it's a booth. I don't know. Why use a public phone? Well, you see, I don't have a cell phone, and being the middle of the afternoon, there was no answer at the nearby apartments. Right, what time did you call? You remember the time exactly. It was 1:00. 1 p.m. Are you certain? Are you sure? Really? Yes, absolutely. Seems really confident about that one. 1 p.m. Right? Doesn't it seem strange to you? Present some evidence to contradict him. But I don't want to, Mia. The man who ran was without doubts the defense. I'm pretty sure you're supposed to display some evidence there. I'm not doing that yet because 100% in time. So. Hold it! I'm out here mouthing hold it as he says it. Are you absolutely 100% positive? Pinky promise? Yep. No mistake. The witness says he's certain. Well, that's all of it. There must be a contradiction there somewhere. Examine the court record if something strikes you as being suspicious. Then, find the evidence that contradicts his testimony and present it to the court. Alright, Mia. I'll do that. So we need to go. I think it was the 1 o'clock one. Right? I'm gonna speed through this real quick. Mia, are you gonna yell at me with this? Yep, okay, cool. Now, this seems interesting. Noon to 6. Sorry about that. I think the video speed's kind of going iffy. This seems interesting, though. The time of death is on the same day as on the 31st, but it's between 4 and 5. This is very different to what you're saying, so as a result, I will do this. Objection! You found the body at 1 p.m. You're sure? Yeah, it was 1 p.m. for certain. Frankly, I find that hard to believe. Your statement directly contradicts the autopsy report. Get that music going. Hey. 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 I'm sure my computer is going too slow. Anyway, the autopsy notes the time of death at sometime after 4 p.m. There was nobody no body to find there at 1 p.m. How do you explain this 3-hour gap? This is trivial. The witness merely forgot the time. No, he was certain. He was certain about that. After his testimony, I find that hard to believe. Mr. Sort, why are you so certain that you found the body at 1 p.m.? Gee, that's a really good question. Great job, Wright. Way to put him on the spot. That's all you have to do. Point out contradictions. Lies always beget more lies. See through one and their whole story falls apart. Wait, I remember now. Would you care to give your testimony again? Witness testimony part 2. Excuse me just for a second, while he floats around a little bit, I'm gonna adjust things. Okay, not sure why it's a bit slow. I think it's running a bit slow. I apologize for that. I'll see if I can fix that between this episode and the next one. With that said, you see, when I found the body, I heard the time. There was a voice saying the time. It was probably coming from the television. Oh, but it was 3 hours off, wasn't it? I guess the victim must have been watching a video of a taped program or something like that. That's why I thought it was 1 p.m., right? Terribly sorry about the misunderstanding. I really apologize for being a derp. I see. You heard a voice saying the time on a taped program. Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness. Right. You know what to do. I've got this one. Trust me, Mia. I'm gonna knock this guy out with some hard evidence. Hi-ya! Okay, time of the discovery. you heard the time. You said heard, not saw? Yes, heard. All I saw was the body lying there. I didn't think to look at anything else, least of all my watch. Isn't that a little strange? So you're saying you heard something, but if you were so shocked by the body, you wouldn't hear anything at all.
The witness did say he actually heard the time. It's ludicrous to suggest he wouldn't hear anything. What, are you some sort of psychologist?
Well, no, not gonna go there.
I have to agree with the prosecution. Witness, continue your testimony.
There was a voice saying the time. It was probably coming from the television. Wait a minute, are you sure it was a television and not like a radio? Well, no, I guess it might have been a radio.
Incidentally, there was no radio on the premise. There was only one large TV.
Right? I can't put my finger on it, but something about this seems fishy. Something about hearing the television.
The witness has testified he heard the time. Move on.
Oh, but it was 3 hours off. How do you explain the gap?
Well, witness, can you explain this?
I guess the victim must have been watching a video of a taped program. A video? Yes, that would explain why the time was wrong. True. Right? I think the problem lies somewhere else.
We agree that you heard the time at the scene, then.
That's why I thought it was 1 p.m. Are you sure the voice you heard said it was 1 p.m.?
Yeah, practically hear it now.
It's quite clear.
Mr. Payne, has the prosecution verified this testimony?
My apologies, Your Honor. I, too, have only just learned that the witness heard the time.
What type of prosecutor are you if you don't even know what your dude's doing? Oh, I'm really sorry. I only remembered it just now. Bouncing around. Terribly sorry. Please tell me I can be like, are you really sorry? Well, you just watch it, or I'll knock your block off. Not much point pressing him on that one, was there? No, we got that comment. That's the important thing. Notice anything suspicious? Yes, I did. Excusez-moi, but I think it's this. I hope it's this one. Not this. Not the thinker. Not the passport, but the blackout record. Let's throw this at his face and see what happens.
Objection!
Hold it right there. The prosecution has said there was a blackout at the time of the discovery. And this record proves it. You couldn't have heard a television or a video.
The defense has a point. Do you have an explanation for this, Mr. Sort?
No, I find it quite puzzling myself. Quite.
Wait, I remember now.
Mr. Sort, the court would prefer to hear an accurate testimony from the very beginning, please. These constant corrections are harming your credibility, and we don't want that, do we? Latin, you seem rather distraught.
What? Me? No. My apologies, Your Honor. It must have been the shock of finding the body. That's it. Yeah, totally that.
Very well, Mr. Sword. Let's hear your testimony once more, please.
Let's try this again. Hearing the time. Actually, I didn't hear the time, I saw it. Remember, that's what it is, despite my abundant clearness in that. There was a table clock in the apartment, wasn't there? Yeah, the murder weapon. The killer used it to hit the victim. That must have been what I saw. Houseway.
You saw a clock. I guess that would explain it. The defense may cross-examine the witness.
Gladly. I'm gonna press you on every single topic so much that your buttons fall off or something. Alright, let's go. You didn't hear it? Ooh, we got the upbeat music. Maybe it runs better now? Hopefully? We'll see. Anyway, you didn't hear it, you saw it. That strikes me as a very suspicious mistake.
Yeah, I can see how you'd be a little doubtful. I'm sorry. I only just remembered that table clock.
A table clock.
Yeah, there was a table clock in the apartment. A table clock. Was there a clock at the scene?
This is the first I've heard of it, and I'm the judge.
The murder weapon. The killer used it to hit the victim. The murder weapon. Yeah, the table clock was used as a murder weapon. That's what I just said. Did you doze off in the middle of my testimony or something? Something's fishy here. That must have been what I saw. Hold it. Why didn't you tell us that in the first place?
I guess it just slipped my mind. I'm not really sure how it happened myself. The witness says he saw the table clock. End of story.
Now, find the contradiction. Oh, is that it? Alright, the murder weapon, the killer used it to hit the victim. I think this is it. So, you mean this? It's a statue.
Objection!
Objection! Wait just a moment. The murder weapon wasn't a clock, it was a statue. Now how is this supposed to be a clock?
What? You with your objections and your evidence.
Just who do you think you are? I'm the defendant. I got background music, bro. You trying to test me? You trying to go at me? Just answer the question, Mr. Saw It.
Hey, I saw it there, okay? That's a clock. Your Honor, if I may.
Yes, Mr. Payne.
As the witness stated, this statue is indeed a clock. The neck is a switch. You tilt it and it says the time out loud. As it doesn't look like a clock, I submitted this as a statue. My apologies.
I see.
So the murder weapon was a table clock after all. Well, Mr. Wright, it appears that the witness's testimony was correct. This is a clock. Do you have any problems with this testimony now?
Heck to the yes. Your Honor, there is a gaping hole in the witness's testimony. Large. It is massive. How? The only way he could have known the weapon was a clock is to hold it in his hand. Yet the witness testified that he never entered the apartment. Clearly a contradiction?
Indeed.
The witness knew it was a clock because he went into the apartment. You're lying. You were inside the apartment on the day of the murder.
Oh yeah, prove it. Prove I went in there.
Alright, you want me to? You want me to do that? I'll do it better. I can prove you were the one who killed her. That's right, I'm putting this on you. You struck her with the clock and the shock of the blow triggered the clock's voice. That was the sound you heard before.
Order! Intriguing. Please continue, Mr. Wright.
Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Saw It. The sound must have left quite an impression on you. Understandable, seeing as the murder weapon spoke just as you heard hit the victim. That voice was burned into your mind. That's why you were so certain about the time.
What's the meaning of all of this? This is all baseless conjecture.
Baseless? Just look at the witness's face.
Would the witness care to elaborate? Did you strike the victim with the clock?
That day, I never. Look, the clock, I heard, no, I saw, yeah.
You just throw the hair at me?
Shut up, I hate you. It was him, I tell you, I saw him. He killed her and he should have burned. Burn. Apparently you burn people here, well burn them.
Order! Order in the court, I say.
Your Honor, a moment, please. There isn't a shred of evidence supporting the defense's claims.
Mr. Wright,
Your Honor?
you claim the sound the witness heard came from the clock. Do you have any evidence?
The whole case is riding on this. I better think it through carefully. Your Honor, the sound Mr. Sawat heard was definitely this clock. A fact which is clear if you simply... try sounding the clock. I don't think it's asked the neighbors. The batteries don't have anything to do with it. Let's sound the clock now, here, in this courtroom. Your Honor, may I have the clock? I ask the court to listen very carefully. I think it's 8:25.
That certainly is a very strange way to announce the time.
Well, he is the thinker, after all.
So we've heard about the clock. What are your conclusions, Mr. Wright?
Mr. Payne, can you tell me what time it is now? It's
11:25. Oh, wait.
As you can see, this clock is exactly 3 hours slow. Precisely the discrepancy between what Mr. Sawat heard and the actual time of death. So, Mr. Sawat, try to talk your way out of this one.
You forgot one thing.
Oh, what's he talking about now?
Well, it may seem like that clock is running 3 hours slow. It proves nothing. How do you know it was running 3 hours slow on the day of the murder?
If you can't prove that, you don't have a case. This man, he's really trying everything. But he's right, apparently. How am I gonna prove that? Damn, I was so close.
Mr. Wright, it seems you lack the critical evidence to support your claim.
Yes, Your Honor.
This means I cannot let you indict the witness. Unfortunately, this ends the cross-examination of Mr. Frank Sawat.
I come all the way down here to testify, and look what happens. You treat me like I'm a criminal. A criminal! You lawyers are all slime. I almost had him. Sorry, Larry. I failed you. I guess you're gonna go to jail for murder. There's nothing I can do about this now. Not so fast, Mr. Sawat. Oh snap, it's me, Chief. Listen up, Wright. Don't throw this one away. Not like this. But Chief, it's over. I can't prove the clock was slow the day of the murder. Nobody can prove that. Well, yes. But that doesn't mean you can't still win. Try thinking out of the box, Wright, for once in your life. Don't waste time doubting the facts. Assume the clock was 3 hours slow, and think through it. Ask yourself, why was the clock 3 hours slow? Figure out the reason, and you'll have your proof. Right. Can you think of a reason as to why the clock would be 3 hours slow? I'm going to say yes, even though I don't know. Wait! Maybe I can prove it. You must have evidence somewhere that can prove it, right? Find it and let him have it.
Well, Mr. Wright, you say the clock was already running slow on the day of the murder. Have you found evidence to support this claim?
Of course, Your Honor. There is a piece of evidence in the court record that can prove my claim beyond a doubt. Heh, tough words. Let's see you pull this one off.
Let's see this evidence that proves why the clock was running slow.
Well, you see there's a passport here. Paris. I think.
The victim had just returned home from abroad before the murder.
As we all know, the time difference between here and Paris is 9 hours. When it's 4 p.m. here, it's 1 a.m. the next day there. The clock wasn't 3 hours slow, it was 9 hours fast. The victim hadn't reset her clock since returning home. That's why the time you heard when you struck her dead in her apartment was wrong. Proof enough for you, Mr. Sawat? Or did I say, Mr. Did It? Pew 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 pew. Got him, it's all over. And dude just... what? He drank a lot of cream soda, apparently. Or... yeah, or beer, I guess. I don't know, something like that.
Order! Order, I say!
Well, that takes care of that.
Well, this case has certainly turned out differently than we all expected.
Not me. I knew this, because I believe in Larry. And I've also played the game.
Mr. Payne, your witness.
He was arrested and has been taken away, Your Honor.
Very well. Mr. Wright,
Yes, Your Honor.
I have to say I'm impressed. I don't think I've ever seen someone complete a defense so quickly and find the true culprit at the same time.
Thank you, Your Honor.
At this point, this is only a formality, but this court finds the defendant, Mr. Larry Butt,
Not guilty. Pew. Get that celebration music. Who's the person throwing all the confetti, by the way? I should ask that.
and with that, this court says adjourn. Get out of here. Now, leave.
And we're done with the first case. It turns out that Frank saw it was a common burglar. He posed as a newspaper salesman to check and see when people were out of the house. And that day, when Larry went to her apartment, the victim wasn't home. After he left, Mr. Sawyer let himself in to do his dirty work. While he was searching her place, the victim returned. Flustered, Mr. Sawyer grabbed the nearest blunt object he could find and just whacked him. August 3rd, 2:32 p.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby number 2. Oh my gosh, I can't believe we won. Right, good job in there. Congratulations. Thanks, Chief. I owe it all to you, I guess. Not at all, not at all. You fought your own battles in there. It's been a while since I've seen a trial end on such a satisfying note. Does that mean you've been losing your trials, or they're just not satisfying, like winning? I've never seen the Chief look this happy. If she's this glad, imagine how Larry must feel.
My life is over, dude. It's all over, man.
Larry, you won. You're supposed to be happy. Why? What?
Nick, don't worry about me. I'll be dead and gone soon.
Good. Wait, no, that's bad. Very bad. Bad, bad, bad. Larry, you're innocent. The case is closed. We won. You're free. Live your life. Let's go.
But my Cindy Windy's gone, man. Gone forever.
Larry, she was Never mind. Congratulations, Harry.
Harry?
Yes, you. I can practically see the headline now. Harry Butts, innocent. Mia, really? Really?
Thanks. I really owe you one. I won't forget this, ever. Let's celebrate. Dinner? Movie? My treat.
Oh, no, I couldn't. What? I was the one that got you off. Hello?
Oh, hey. Here, take this. It's a present.
A present? For me? Wait, wasn't this the evidence that...
Actually, I made this clock for her. I made one for her and one for me.
Really? You made this? Larry, you have talent? Well, thank you. I'll keep it as a memento.
Yo, Nick, can you believe it? I was so into that chick. And she was just playing me for a fool. Don't that just make you want to cry?
Larry, are you so sure?
Squeeze me?
I think she thought quite a lot of you, in her own way.
Nah, you don't gotta sympathize with me. It's okay.
Oh, I'm not sympathizing, really. Trust me, I refuse to sympathize with anybody. Like, I've known Wright for, like, years, and I still don't like him. But, isn't that right? Don't you have something to show your friend? Something that proves how she felt about him?
Yes.
What the heck is she talking about? Maybe the statue?
Yeah, that's right, we're in court.
Take that! Check this out, Larry. Proof positive you weren't just some chump to her. Huh?
What about that clock?
This is the clock you made for her, Larry. And she took it with her when she traveled.
Whatever, she probably needed the clock, that's all.
You think so? It's a pretty heavy clock to take traveling. Well, make of it what you will.
Hey, Nick. I'm glad I asked you to be my lawyer. Really, I am. Thanks.
Hope that made him feel a little bit better. Right? I hope you see the importance of evidence now. Also, hopefully you realize things change depending on how you look at them. People too. We never really know if our clients are guilty or innocent. All we can do is believe in them. And in order to believe in them, you have to believe in yourself. Right? Take that motivational thing to the bank. Listen, learn, grow strong. Never let go of what you believe in. Never. Well, I think our work here is done. Shall we be off? Yeah, I guess so. Say, how about dinner? On me. We'll drink a toast to innocent butts. Yeah, sure. Well, speaking of Harry, you were saying part of why you became a lawyer was because of him. Yeah, part, at least. You'll have to tell me more about it sometime. Maybe over drinks? Mia, do you just want to drink? And so, my first trial came to a close. Larry slapped me on the back and said, "Gee, Nick, it's good to have friends. It's almost like I can do a good Larry voice, because I'm the same guy that does the Larry voice." But I'm pretty sure he's not going to pay us, unless he got the clock he gave Mia. I didn't know it then, but that clock was soon going to be at the center of another incident. And my promise to tell the chief about me and Larry would be one promise that I wouldn't be able to keep. The end. And that ends the first episode. I'm pretty sure I did 3 or 4 for the first episode. Hey, new episode. Turnabout Sisters. Awesome sauce. That is where we will end this. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you have enjoyed. I already forgot my outro normally because it's been so long. Thank you for supporting me in any way, shape, or form that you can. And until next time, ladies and gentlemen, take care.